I've been testing Season 5 Reloaded for the past 2 days, and I've got extremely good news about the performance in-game. Let me walk you through exactly what changed. What you have in front of you is the Modern Warfare 2 benchmark results from 1440p with a 7950X3D and 7900XTX, but these are the results from the Season 5 update, not the Season 5 Reloaded update, which was 2 days ago. I will now show you the Season 5 Reloaded update results, and as you can see, it is overall 20 FPS higher from just the update they did 2 days ago. That is absolutely amazing overall for the benchmark, and these types of gains are something we could have only dreamed of a couple months ago when we kept getting lower and lower and lower FPS every single season and every single month. Moving on to the 1080p results, as you can see, we've got 486 average on the achieved now. But yes, this is also the old results, not the new ones. Let me show you the new ones. And as you can see, the performance gains are staggering at over 30 FPS in 1080p. So the update 2 days ago unironically helped both 1440p and 1080p by 20 to 30 FPS, which is absolutely amazing. I honestly am so happy they're doing this because we're nearing on that Season 1 performance that we've been dreaming of since they started ruining the performance in Season 3. Now you might be wondering, what difference has this made for actual Mazrah and real-world performance? These are the results prior to the update, so keep that in mind, where I was getting 280 something FPS with 140 something in the 1% lows. Basically, the 1% lows have been and still were broken up until the update 2 days ago, and these were the results of how they were looking. As of the update 2 days ago, these numbers improved greatly, but not for the FPS average, but rather just the 1% lows. So let's switch over to the video on the Mazrah test as of the other day, and check this out. What a difference the update actually made. The 1% lows are now sitting at 230 FPS, which is significantly better than before. This basically means that yes, now we got an outright 90 FPS gain on the 1% lows from just the update. And while the FPS averages weren't actually changed much, the 1% lows were so much better. It's definitely still a massive change in the right direction, and I love to see it. And while I don't really have Ashika performance tests prior to the update 2 days ago, I will still include the numbers that I got and tested, specifically because some of you might care to see if Ashika is any better. And while the FPS averages aren't any different really from what I remember, the 1% lows are about 50 higher than I remember them to be, as they used to be around 200 in all of my previous recordings. So yes, an outright 50 FPS gain in the 1% lows for Ashika also. Now you might be wondering, if Ashika and Mazrah are this much better, how does Vondel do? And the reason I saved Vondel for last is because I had an interesting revelation as a result of a guy in Discord telling me to try something. You may have noticed that all of my videos were named SAM off versus SAM on. Smart Access Memory, aka SAM, is the same thing as rebar basically, resizable bar. And it theoretically is supposed to help your GPU and CPU to perform better together. Now, the reason I tested with SAM on and off, and I labeled them as such, is because as you may have noticed, the frame rate looking in this exact spot with SAM turned on is 217, so let's say 210 to 220 on average. But you may notice that when I turn to the sides, I get 300 plus FPS, and while I'm looking forward, I get 210. So a huge FPS variance, basically. Nonetheless, these results with SAM on are still much better than they used to be in terms of 1% lows, and the actual averages were higher. Now let me show you what happens if we have SAM off. With SAM off, things are a bit different, because you may have noticed already, if you look in the top right hand side, that the FPS looking forward in the exact same spot is unironically 50 higher on the averages. Not only that, the 1% lows were also better, and then if we turn off to the side, the FPS average is pretty much the same looking to this side, but the 1% lows still remain better. What I'm saying is that for Vondel specifically, disabling Smart Access Memory or rebar actually gives you a gain of 50 FPS outright in both 1% lows and average FPS. So I was going to initially make an entire video on this, but I decided to include it here for those of you that do watch later in the videos to gain as a little bonus. I'll still cover this because it is quite interesting how it works, but for now, for Vondel specifically, if it's the main map you play, Disable smart access memory or resizable bar, and you'll have a huge FPS gain. Just beware, it will hurt your Modern Warfare 2 benchmark, it will hurt the other maps, but it will help Vondel in specific. Overall, the update was a huge W, and the performance is indeed much better and probably the biggest performance gain we've seen since they actually broke the entire performance of the game back in Season 3. With that said, hopefully it stays this way and we don't start going on a downtrend yet again. I hope you guys enjoyed, and have a fun one. Bye bye.